and breaches. Where the digital hits the physical, we take the red pill, we break the seal. Infallible security, making it real. Right about to party on the mic tonight, turning the darkness into light.
An absolute masterclass in incident response failure. State IT denial protocols. In May 2026, a prominent hacktivist group operating under the moniker Nullsec Nigeria posted a massive announcement on dark web hacker forums. They claimed to have successfully breached the South African State Information Technology Agency, which is commonly known as SITA, the centralized government body responsible for managing the entire IT architecture for the nation's public services, policing networks, and revenue systems. To back up their claim, the hackers uploaded massive, leaked datasets that they claimed were stolen straight from internal government archives. The immediate public reaction from SITA was textbook. The agency's official spokesperson flatly and categorically denied that any data breach had occurred, issuing a confident statement to the press asserting that the state's secure IT environment was fully intact and completely uncompromised. But here is where the public relations narrative ran straight into the wall of physical reality. At the exact same time that SITA was telling the world that everything was completely fine, citizens across South Africa were realizing that critical government web portals, including the official South African Police Service network, were completely offline and unreachable. When journalists pointed out this massive contradiction, SITA adjusted their story, claiming that this sudden catastrophic public system downtime was simply due to highly coincidental, completely unannounced, scheduled and planned maintenance windows. This is a definitive, real-world execution of the state IT denial protocol. It is the immediate institutional reflex to default to complete corporate obfuscation and public relations deflection rather than addressing a security failure with absolute honesty. To understand how this looks to the public, we have to look at the masterful historical television drama Chernobyl. In the opening episodes of that series, the core of a massive nuclear reactor facility experiences a catastrophic structural explosion, completely shattering the containment building and spewing highly toxic radioactive material straight into the open air. But instead of immediately acknowledging the reality of the failure, the facility directors and state officials default to a rigid protocol of bureaucratic denial. They lock down communications, threaten internal whistleblowers, and confidently insist to the public and the international community that the radiation levels are minimal. The situation is completely under control and the minor fire is just a routine issue. They hide behind a veil of managed public relations while the physical infrastructure is literally burning down in plain sight for the entire world to see. This is exactly what we are seeing from modern corporate and state entities during major cyber incidents. The immediate pivot to calling a critical cyber breach a scheduled maintenance window is the oldest, most transparent sleight of hand in the incident response playbook. But here is the red pill truth that leadership teams need to hear. You can spin a public relations narrative to fool the press, but you cannot spin the machine. When your public-facing systems go dark, and your data is openly streaming across dark web hacker forums, your public relations denial does not protect your architecture. It actively destroys your final shred of public credibility. When an organization chooses to hide behind an illusion of perfect security rather than executing a transparent, honest incident response protocol, they create an environment where the root vulnerability remains unpatched, leaving them completely exposed to subsequent attacks. True resilience requires moving past the fear of public embarrassment and confronting the reality of the breach with absolute transparency. Honesty is not just an ethical choice, it is a critical requirement for architectural survival.
This is bytes, borders, and breaches. The signal is